Here we are with.
Kvision.
And what do you do? Why you are here?
I'm a DJ and trumpet player, Australian Armenian, from all the way from Australia, and I'm here on a little tour in Armenia, Italy, Greece, Spain, Tenerife, and Bulgaria, doing a small first world tour. So,
And how did you start with this music life?
oh, a long story, but basically, my dad used to play the trumpet back in the Armenian marching band in Sydney. Anyway, he stopped playing and he kept the trumpet. And when I was 8 years old, I found it in the study. What is this thing? This is so cool. I just started playing the trumpet from a very young age. I discovered DJing at around 14, 15. But it didn't occur to me to put the trumpet and the DJing together until I was about maybe 21, 22. And that was when I started to DJ and play the trumpet. And then that's when everything changed.
And you always saw music like a hobby or more like work?
In the beginning, it was just a hobby. I was just doing it because I love to play the trumpet. I love to play in the band, the jazz band, the concert band. It was always just for fun.
There was a moment that you said like, okay, this can be my work. I can be very good at it.
Mm-hmm. That was around 16, through my first ever house party, because we couldn't get gigs. So 16 years old, in high school, that year 10, we weren't getting any bookings. We couldn't play in the clubs because we weren't 18. And no one was booking us for the 16th birthdays. So we said, you know what? How about we throw our own party? We'll do it at my place. We'll invite all the school kids. Yeah, through the first party. And then from that moment, I was like, this is incredible. This is what I want
I
to
have
do.
to do this.
Yeah, this is what I want to do forever.
You always has been like mixing and playing with Armenian music and Armenian culture.
I only started to remix Armenian music quite recently. I think about maybe 6-7 months ago. But Armenian music and Tata's music was really central to my family. It was a very important part of my musical upbringing. So I always saw how powerful the Armenian music was. And I always wanted to do something with it, but I didn't know how.
And how did you find out how to make that?
So Tata's music, a lot of it is in what we call Armenian 6/8. So like it's a different rhythm. When I heard Desalem for the first time, it was in a more 4/4 rhythm, which is. And I was like, okay, this is perfect. I can remix this.
Magic happened.
Yeah, it's when the magic happened.
Do you remember the first person that listened to Tata's remix and how the reaction was?
Well, I think it was my family. My family heard it, my mum and dad. I remember the reason why I started it was because I had a performance on this club called Gitano, and I just started hosting my own parties. This was the second edition of the party, and I was like, you know what? I need to remix an Armenian song because my family's going to be there. Some of my friends that are Armenian.
So it was for them.
It was for them. It was original.
But now it's from like everyone.
Exactly.
Everyone is dancing.
Exactly. And I remember trying to finish the remix within a week. I was like, I need to get it done quickly by Friday so I can play it live.
You didn't have much time.
No, not really. I was so busy with trying to organize the event, do the social media.
You're like your own producer.
Yes, I produce my music. I mix the music, everything.
When you are like there and you see people like shouting Tessalem, how that makes you feel?
It was incredible. It was an absolute surreal experience. Playing it to my family was obviously very special, but then playing it in Armenia, in Yerevan.
Or now to 5 years later, what are like your dreams, your goals?
My dreams and my goals. I want to become one of the biggest DJs in the world, and I want to tour the world internationally, playing all the biggest stages, Ibiza, Tomorrowland, EDC.
Can you imagine like Ibiza and Tessalem there?
That's it.
That would be amazing.
That's it. Exactly. That's my plan.
It will be. Ahora nos va a mostrar cómo se crea, o sea, el proceso de creación en la computadora. Estamos viendo básicamente cómo hace la magia. Lo que queremos que es fácil escuchar, pues no. Así que vamos a verlo ahora.
So this is the project of Desalem. This is how I made the remix. In the very beginning, I used AI. You can hear Tata's voice in isolation. Then, the guitar.
Yeah.
This is the build-up. Let me show you the drums. So this was the foundation of the song.
Okay. How it started?
How it started? Wow. It started with this section here. So what I did was I took the main section.
Was the first thing that you separated?
Exactly. The first thing that I separated was this, and then what I did was I made a loop, and I started adding different parts. So I added the kick drum. Okay, cool. We got a beat. Now we got the beat. Then we need some drums to really give it groove, right? So I added in. Let me see. What did I do first? Oh, this guy. The drums. And I added this. For rhythm. More drums. More drums.
Drums all over the song.
Well, this is. The Armenian people love the drums. You know, this is what
That's a fact.
This is exactly right. We love the melody and the rhythm too, but the drums is where it's what makes you want to dance. It's what makes you really want to dance. And when you feel it in the nightclub, basically what I took Tata's original song and I sped it up a little bit. I used his similar rhythms, but I beefed it up to sound more modern, more contemporary, so that when we play it in the nightclub, it's going to sound really good. When you play it in the car on the sound system, it's going to shake the car. But just this part, and adding all the drums together. You know what? Let me show you.
And you have something there and a week to make it happen.
Exactly right. I think I can see. Yes, look, total time spent on the project was 8 hours.
8 hours only.
So only 8 hours. I still had to record the trumpet and all this stuff. So I think here you can see the trumpet recording. My favorite part is when I do the little solo. You know, like,
and people go crazy.
because this part here, right? Originally, it had no trumpet. Originally, it was just. It was just instrumental. When I played it live for the first time, I realized there's space for me to do a solo.
It's my moment.
This is my moment, yeah. So Tata's had his moment.
Now it's
mine.
mine.
This is also what makes it unique as well. And then I think what really gives it a bit more character, maybe a bit more soul, is the trumpet.
People who doesn't know, it's recorded, but you do it live.
Exactly. So this version, I play live. I make a version and I mute the trumpet.
Okay.
So when I play it live, it sounds like this. No trumpet.
And you enter with your song.
I play it live, yeah.
Perfect.
Which is why when I play it live, it's going to be a bit different every time. I might do a different melody or a different solo.
What the vibe is.
Exactly, whatever I'm feeling in the moment, you know. It's
Can you imagine what the vibe will be like in Ibiza?
insane. Because the thing is, you know, in America, in Australia, Spanish music, Latin music is very popular. No one knows what they're saying. You know, danza kuduro, despacito. No one really knows what they're singing, but people love the music. People love the melodies. So my thought process was, okay, if no one understands Spanish lyrics, then I can release an Armenian song with Armenian lyrics. No one's gonna know what he's saying, but they're gonna like it because it's melodic and it has a lot of energy. So this was my idea behind the remix.
First, how did you learn to do that? Because I saw that and I want to do that. You have to be very specific with the sounds and
Yes.
understand what people like, what you like, and that process is like very interesting and I think it's difficult for me at least. How did you learn?
I've always loved music and I've always loved action and sounds, and I've always been, okay, why did they add that sound there? How did they make that sound? You know, I've always been inquisitive about the placement of sounds. But look, I've been doing this for a long time, you know, 11, 12 years, and I mean, if you heard my first song, you're not going to like it, you know, it's very, not good. If you put enough time into something and you learn the craft and you hone the craft and you obsess about it, you will become good at it. You know, it's the same with production, it's the same with the trumpet, it's the same with sports, it's the same with anything.
That's true. It's like try and like get better and better,
Yes.
even with mistakes.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe in 10 years you will say like, oh, what I did like 10 years before,
Exactly.
that's not
Exactly.
good. Like you said before, but there's a part of you that is music and a part of you that is Armenian.
Yes.
How you mix that, I think it's a way to people know us and not
Yeah.
in like just when you say I'm Armenian, they say, oh, Les Majun, Hamos, and we are much more of that.
Some people don't even know where Armenia is. You know, so I'm from Australia, and when I say I'm Armenian, they go, "Where's that?" I'm like, "It's a small country, beautiful country, right next to Turkey." But they don't know. They don't know much about us. It's an honor for me to bring this music to the world. You know, I think Tata started it. You know, or not Tata, but some of the older singers. But I really resonated with Tata's music. I think he really captures essence of what it means to be Armenian, and I think his voice and his music is deeply woven into the Armenian soul, and that's what I want to bring to the people. It started with the remix.
And it's happening. I don't know if you can tell us a little bit of what working on,
Oh,
something is coming,
yeah.
or some ideas that are in your head. If you
No,
can,
no, I can, yeah.
you can tell me, and I don't.
Sure,
put it,
sure,
and
sure.
I
So
can-
I love working on the Armenian remixes. I have another one that I'm kind of working on. Garun, 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 yes. I played it. I played it at the gate. It did well, but it needs a bit of work. I really rushed it to try and play it live. I guess that's a new remix coming out. The Migana, you may have heard the remix. That's been doing pretty well online. I guess in the future, I really want to work on more original music.
Oh,
So I want to mix Armenian vocals and English vocals, put it together, and I want to make an original song around Afro house,
oh,
that
I
kind of
love
thing.
that.
So that's the next thing that I'm thinking.
Did you expect the reaction on social media when they heard?
No. I knew I had a banger song, and mum and dad were loving it. And when I played it live for the first time in Sydney, it had a good reaction. I had a good feeling. I was like, you know what? I think this might do well. I didn't know how well, but I had a little feeling like, okay, this is a really good video. The song's banging. No one's done an Afro remix of Tata before. Everything kind of worked out really well.
As Armenians, we love to like listen music because we remember our houses. You know, like we grow up in houses where we listen Armenian music,
Yes.
but sometimes when we have to tell other people who are not Armenian about that, they like don't understand.
Yes.
And I think that mixing our like houses and with what is popular now, like it's the best we can do.
100%.
And I think that you are doing that, so I'm really proud that you're an Armenian musician all around the world. And I hope to see you in Ibiza.
For sure, for
We'll
sure.
be there.
Yes, 100%.
And I don't know, we can, but if you can play a little bit.
Sure. I haven't warmed up.
So you have to warm up.
I mean, it would sound.
I
It
didn't
would.
know,
It would sound
I didn't
better.
know.
It's
It's
okay.
like singing.
It's like,
It's like singing.
yeah, kind of. I guess it's with the lips,
Umbrella.
This is like my first interview.
You're doing great.
Thank you so much. Like I used to watch interviews with other artists that I aspire to be like, famous DJs, trumpet players, whatever.
We are going to be there and be very proud of that. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's go.